Okay, so today our first job this morning is venting out a vent fan over a stove. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm being weird with my talking, trying to get over to this vent. So this is the kitchen job we started a couple weeks ago. It's been kind of here and there, getting back out here, but we're out here now doing this quick for them. We're waiting on some more trim to come in for the cabinets. That's lead time on those is 3 weeks, I want to say. So we've just been kind of trying to do everything else. Sorry, there's not really any light in here at all. That's what we're doing first thing this morning. I'm not sure if you guys can see it all. I'll use my impact for a light quick. It's an 8-inch vent. It's a really big, I can't think of it, hood range vent. It's a really big hood range vent, so it's an 8-inch pipe coming out. That was the existing one right there. So we're trying to put it right where that one was. So we're gonna angle over to this side and then shoot it straight up. I'm not sure how well you guys will be able to see. I'll have Zach grab me a light quick if he's still down there. So hopefully that's a little bit better for light. I just got these two 90s on here to bring it over a little bit and shoot it straight up. Zach's gonna get on the roof here in a minute. Try to take this vent off of here. It'll be in my way a little bit. So this is the vent on the roof that we're taking off. Got to get it out before I can work down there too much. This is a view from the top of this house. There's a reservoir, I want to say it is. That's a pretty good view from, what would that be over there? Maybe Swisher, maybe? I'm not sure what that is. Looks like there's a couple towns in the view from all the way up here. But we're gonna get this vent taken out and throw my tool belt on for this. So with these vents on the roofs, I like to do my best to try and save shingles if I can without having to replace any. So if you can just work your way under these shingles, kind of like that, without breaking them at all. Works out much better. You don't have to replace them. And once we go to seal this back up, we throw a bead of blackjack underneath any shingle that we pulled up, just to get it resealed. I keep this flat bar in my bags. It works well for taking trim off of walls or doing stuff like this. It comes in handy quite a bit. I use it all the time. Probably $7 from Menards just with the Master Force one. The brand doesn't really matter to me that much. Something like this. On the roof mats, you just have to pull off to your seams as far over, right there, here, and right here. Sometimes it's a longer piece that you have to pull off to the seam too. We'll have to pull this piece out completely, and this one, and this one also, I believe. So we're gonna do that, and we'll have to pop these shingles above them for loose too. just so we can get the old shingles off and get the new ones on underneath. So we got that vent taken out of there. No issues. We messed up a couple shingles, as you can see. Homeowner has new ones. We just didn't want to replace them. I try to avoid replacing them if I can, but we broke a couple. It is what it is, and we'll get it fixed up. I'm gonna go back into the attic and start working on popping these vents through. So I'm back up here in this attic. Gotta get this 90 turned over without switching it from a 90. Zach's up there, he's about to cut the hole. Just have to double check here quick, make sure that our vent down here is in line up with the vent up there. It'll just take a minute to do that. I'll get you guys recorded over there. Try to talk a little bit while I'm working. If I can multitask like that. Looks like it's pretty straight down from that hole. Alright, we can cut it then. Let me. Alright. So he's got a piece of extra vent up there. He's marking the hole with. I shut you guys off for that part. I didn't know how loud the jigsaw would be on camera. I had a lot of issues with my volume on my videos being all weird. Sorry for that, by the way. But he got that cut pretty easy. Spin this sucker around. Get this put together. I'd say one of my least favorite things ever is working in a small confined area with the tool belt on. The only sucky thing about that is I can work without my tool belt a lot of the time. It's just my tool belt has pretty much everything that I ever need in it, so I hate not having it. Stick it back down. So we're just gonna get this temporary set on here quick, because Zach's gonna mark up there and he's gonna cut it. Just cut it, or make a mark flush with the roof line, and then cut it like an inch above that, and then flange it over so we can attach it to the roof. Do you have a Sharpie, or do you need one? And you pull it. I have a black Sharpie too if you want that. He's using a white Sharpie. Sounds like there's a bike in the distance. Some sort of siren maybe. Definitely a siren. Damn it. I have one of these 3 or 4 inch Malco bits. I liked it for a while, but the magnet ended up falling off of it, which sucks for these small metal screws. They don't hold on at all. I guess this is the last Wednesday of the month. So that means they're testing tornado sirens. This is the last Wednesday of the month. I always love these tight spaces working. It's so nice. It's just so much fun. I say it sarcastically, but it's not horrible. Not my least favorite thing, at least. So I got some of this metal tape. I've been sealing up these vents with it. Works pretty good. Usually try to get a pass or two on there depending on where I am and what's going on. Aiden had an eye appointment this morning, so he's texting me and asking where I am. Call my mom. Gotta get him sorted out. Finally decided to show up today. So taping's always kind of a pain, especially being where I am right now. It's just gonna make it worse. See how it goes. Probably have to get up and move around. Luckily there's some support in this crawl space right here for walking around if I need to, like how I'm doing it right now. You always want to be careful walking in a crawl space or attic or wherever when you're in a ceiling or over a ceiling. You got drywall ceilings down there, so if I made a wrong step somewhere I'd be going through. I know Aiden has some experience in that. We working at the new shop before we moved into it. We replaced a lot of the sheeting on the outside of the building so we could do metal. And Aiden stepped on the drywall ceiling. So we had to replace a 12-foot sheet of drywall in the main office area, or the wood shop. But luckily we got it fixed, and we're not too mad at him about it anymore, at least. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't have a mic or anything on, and I'm kind of far away. Ready? Not yet. 1 second. Zach's trying to rush me. All right. Good fit?
Yeah, should work.
You got a hammer up there?
No.
Zach doesn't have his tool belt on.
What do you need me to do?
What?
What do you need me to do?
Nothing.
I got my impact.
Do you have your impact?
Yeah.
Stick these screws in it for now. Having him throw some of these metal screws in there. I think I got a couple more in my pocket, hopefully. Really hard to get in my pocket when I'm sitting like this. I'll get it. Don't worry. Almost there. Got it. I usually just put two or so in a vent. It doesn't really need more. You get that screwed off up there? Yeah, two's usually plenty. The tape holds it pretty good too, plus these vents should never really be moving around much. Pretty solid in there, as you can see. The only issue with this metal tape is it's kind of a pain in the butt to get this paper off of here. Luckily that was easy, but usually it could take you a minute or two to get the paper off the back of here. Maybe I'm just an idiot or something, but don't you hate it when you're pulling paper or something off the back of a piece of tape and it doesn't rip properly? Like that. I hate when that happens. What it is what it is. We'll keep going. We'll get her off there. Once this stuff sticks to the metal, it's pretty much on there forever. So don't want to make many mistakes. I think this tape's kind of satisfying too, getting on the metal, because it sticks to every surface. You put it on there with creases and folds and stuff, and it still sits pretty flat. It's just kind of satisfying to do it. It's like a really soft metal, almost like lead, but softer. It's hard to explain on camera. I'm sure you can see how it moves. Anyway, I think that's about it for the attic. I'm gonna put some stuff back and we'll get working on the roof patch. We'll be out of here for today. We're still waiting on some trim to come in for this job before we can come back. I think I said that already, but just to recap. I'll get some video when we finish putting the vent back on up there. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, so I'm up here sitting on this roof, sealing it so there's no more issues. So we broke the seal on a lot of these shingles, so we're resealing underneath all of them, and something crazy happens. Side of the tube just blew out. I did run the tube under the hot water for a couple seconds. It's cold out here. It was in the trailer. I guess it was just too much and it popped. So hopefully we have another one, otherwise my hands are gonna get dirty here. I'm wearing gloves for doing this. If you get blackjack on your hands, it will pretty much be on your hands for days, no matter how much you wash and scrub. I'm sure there's something you could use, but anytime I get it on there, I'm just gonna let it take its time to get off, because it takes forever. But yep, we're sealing here. Got that new cap in. No issues. Just trying to patch these shingles back in. That's it for this part of the job today. I'll get some video on what we're doing next. But we're going back to a bathroom job. I'm not sure you guys have seen it at all. But we're going back over there. We're gonna start hanging some sheetrock and hopefully get some mud on today, but we'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.